Friends, don't be distracted by the static and noise around you that drains your energy and blurs your focus. In particular, I'm speaking to my friends who are pastors or spiritual leaders. Instead, give your attention to the most important thing. And if you get this thing right, you'll learn to thrive and flourish, whether the present times are good or whether the present times are challenging. I'm going to give you at the end of this 2 questions that help me in this point. But what needs our attention is our intentional focus on growing in love for God and neighbor. And actually, I add a third thing, love for yourself. It's love your neighbor as yourself. One of my favorite quotations is attributed to Robert Murray McCheyne, who was a 19th century pastor, and he said, "My people's greatest need is my personal holiness." That's above all. Character counts. Who we're becoming matters just as much as the message we proclaim. In fact, if our life doesn't line up with the message we proclaim, we're actually hurting the message itself. My people's greatest need is my personal holiness. And holiness isn't a call to legalism or judgmentalism. It's not a call to cheap grace or a self-flagellating sense of fear, guilt, and shame. Holiness is nothing more, nothing less than growth in love. It's becoming the person that God created you to be. We become holy by the work of God. It's God's grace. But we open ourselves up to this deeper work by habits and practices that we embrace daily. Here's 2 questions that help me. I ask myself these regularly. What practices are habitually forming me into the likeness of Christ? So what's forming me? And then I also ask the opposite. What practices are habitually deforming me and hindering my growth? Friends, commit yourself today. Commit yourself anew to deep spiritual formation. Your long-term flourishing as a disciple of Jesus, your ministry, your personal ministry to others depends on it. And most importantly, the world desperately needs us. It needs you to live out of the abundance of God's love and live that out as a witness to what truly matters. Live by faith, be known by love, and be a voice of hope to others. If I can be of any service to you, reach out.